This hand is pretty cool. This is like an early Gear Seeker Serpent. We have a lot of, well, we have 2 free draws. We got an indestructible land for all those main board Mox Monkeys. Turn 1 plays. I'm going to keep. Got a blocker for everything but a Skargoon Pit Skulk. This is going to be Forest. Ooh, we're playing the Khmer. Ooh. Also, ooh, several oohs. Hughes and water. Hello there. Hello the har. See, this is where we're on the pay to win version, where we have Gorilla Shamans and they don't. The Affinity Mirror Match. I think we're off to a little bit better of a start than they are. Never mind. Speaking too soon and all that. Okay, so Gear Seeker Serpent is going to outclass them. They've got probably no removal that can deal with it. So how can we line up a super early Gear Seeker? If we play, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it'll cost 2 blue. So we can play Gear Seeker next turn. Yeah, because we can't like Chromatic Star Carapace Forger. So if we play Carapace Forger this turn, and then we go up to 3 lands, we could... Yeah, this will always cost 2 blue. So we can't... We'd have to like Prophetic Prism or Chromatic Star for it. So if we go Seed of the Synod, cast Carapace Forger, then next turn we can cast Chromatic Star. We'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It'll cost 2 blue. We can still do it, so I'm going to play Carapace Forger. All right, let's go. Just work me through the math, IB Day. Just work me through that math. For Serpent and 3 mana. Yeah. We got this. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do the thing. Unless they Galvanic Blast this. They're like, oh, fancy old 4/4 you got over there, opponent. Look at my 4/4. How many 4/4s can we play? This is gonna be great. This is gonna be a really good blocker. And they also have a Carapace Forger. All right. Pretty nifty die roll in there, opponent. Math. Math is a wonderful thing. Math is a really cool thing. Oh, I thought they were going to attack with the Frogmite. Okay, pass a turn. There's another Seed of the Synod. So if we just Seed of the Synod, we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, and we can cast a Chromatic Star and then cast Gear Seeker without even cracking it, which seems pretty good. I might attack with this first. If they trade a 4/4 and then we play a Gear Seeker, I feel like we're kind of far ahead, or further ahead anyway. I think that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, I can star, but I kind of think I want them to trade one of their 4/4s because we have a better threat in our hand. So I'm going to attack with Carapace Forger and see what they want to do. They might know Gear Seeker Serpent's coming. I'm assuming they played more than 2 games with Affinity before, so maybe they know exactly what I'm lining up for here. Do you guys know that math is a wonderful thing? Math is a really cool thing. Get off your act. Let's do some math. Math. Don't block. Take 4. Oh, tradesies. Sure. All right, let's not F6 or anything kind of preemptively. We need Seed of the Synod, or we want Seed of the Synod. Play Chromatic Star, and then can we cast this for 2 blue? 2 blue, and pass turn. Snark Gear Seeker can block their 4/4, which is nice. Maths, by the way, guys. Oh, great. A card that can kill us, like, right now. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Oh, so I guess we're just blocking ATOG for the rest of our life, huh? I had to sack 3 artifacts to get it through Gear Seeker Serpent, so that's pretty relevant. We can stall out for a second. Turn 4 ATOG, I guess, right? So I think the best way this could go would be us being able to pressure... I don't want to tap that blue, all of that colored mana. I guess we have some mana fixing. So let's go like this, and see what we draw. We'll want to keep targeting this with removal, right? So that we can eventually whittle them down on artifacts. That wasn't super good or anything. Blocking ATOG and getting him to sack 3 artifacts to it to get through this. So like 2, 4, 6. Yeah, so they have to sacrifice 3 artifacts to get through the Gear Seeker Serpent, which makes us a lot better against future ATOGs, and they only have 1 card in hand. Mind you, we could also attack with this, but then they're going to double block, and that's just like super bad. We could equip up the Flare Husk and attack with this. And they would have to trade 2 creatures for the Gear Seeker Serpent. All they'd have left is ATOG. But then if they have Fling or like Temur Battle Rage, we're just dead. So I think we're just going to play out the Springleaf Drum here. Tap our boy for... Whoop, hold on. Tap our boy for red mana. Crack our star for blue mana. See if we draw anything interesting here. Open a removal spell. A Dispel would be okay too. I'd be happy with that. That 1 Dispel that we've got. Thoughtcast. Okay, well, Thoughtcast too. Draw some more cards. There's a Galvanic Blast. Okay, so I'm going to fling Galvanic Blast at ATOG now so that, or I'm going to throw Galvanic Blast at ATOG now so that they don't get the value off of sacking the artifact on their turn. But then we're also out on Dispel. If we block this and they use their instant, like, Temur Battle Rage or whatever, yeah, I think I'm going to wait, actually. I think I'm going to wait because we can Dispel the Fling. Which means we could actually even go to attacks. We could, like, line up for, like, a blowout here. No, that's way too greedy. I think this deck is greedy enough on its own. You are in meth class, and the teacher is telling you proper shooting up Kirk, man. Whoa, dude. That's a good one. Okay, so they're gonna sack Star to ATOG. So maybe yeah, I think I'm gonna target it with Galvanic Blast now. Maybe. No, I'm gonna let it go because we have the Dispel for the Fling, so I'm not super worried about it. Oh, lol. I love how my real life friends are so provocative in the chat. They're going to Galv Blast us. Yep, you will. You will Galv Blast me. And are they coming on in just with the Tog? I don't know why you wouldn't attack with Mirror Enforcer here. Okay, so let's go to blocks. Block with the Gear Seeker Serpent. See what they want to do there. Sack 2 more artifacts. And they're going to Galvanic Blast our face. Dang, man, thanks. Thank you. And they're going to sack some artifacts to ATOG. So we're going to lose Gear Seeker Serpent, but they're going to go down to no cards in hand, and we're just going to lose a Dispel about it. I guess it gets, yeah. So let's counter this. And they're not going to lose their Gear Seeker. Yeah, opponent was greeding it out. They're greeding out, man. No trample damage, but they get to kill our Gear Seeker. They have no cards in hand now. So that's pretty sweet. Now ATOG doesn't really seem that scary, right? So let's play this, play out Frogmite. We can Galvanic Blast this Mirror Enforcer, and then we can start going. Yeah, opponent was on the Greed plan. Opponent was also on the Creed plan, which is, like, defensible sometimes, but I don't know. Actually, I never put that on them. It's up to them whether they choose to take Creed in with arms wide open. I would never make that choice for someone. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So if they sacrifice 1 artifact to ATOG next turn, like if they draw something, I'm going to Galvanic Blast on with the first, like, pump on the stack or whatever. Green, red, blue deck. Temur. Temur is the name, and it is green, red, blue. You're right. They're gonna get in with a Tog and the rest of the party. Okay, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So if we don't block ATOG, we're just dead. We can make them sack at least 1 artifact by blocking with Frogmite. So I think I'm going to block ATOG with Frogmite and then Galvanic Blast this Mirror Enforcer. Let's go to blocks. like this. Go through blocks, see if they have any effects. So this is interesting. Like I could throw a Galvanic Blast at this now, and then they would have to like sack another artifact for almost no value. They'd have to sack another artifact to save Atog for 1. It's not going to save our Frogmite, so it's going to be a 3/4. If we shock it for 4, yeah, they'd have to save. No, I don't know. I feel like they're all in on this Atog. If I just shoot it, yeah, I'm gonna shoot it right now. There's a chance we'll save our Frogmite, and if they want to save their Atog, they're gonna have to sack 2 more artifacts. So we'll see if they want to do that, and I'll take 6 down to 6, and hopefully we'll just draw into something that can block this Mirror Enforcer. You would an Enforcer, okay? They're gonna let it go. Yeah, that might have been a good idea. I was hoping they seemed really all in on the Atog. Maybe I'm not in the kind of position to be trying to next level our opponents here. Okay, so I'm gonna leave the Germ token back to block. We have a Fling which does actual nothing here. Or maybe I want to be blocking. I mean, oh god, yeah, you're probably right. You're probably right. I probably should have killed Mirror Enforcer. Yeah, I've never played with Affinity either. This is kind of a mess. Are we chumping next turn? Probably, because then we're just dead to Galvanic Blast. But I guess we can like attack with Frogmite, chump with this. Like fling something. No, I don't want to run out this fling. This fling could easily win us the game at some point. So I'm gonna hope we draw one of our 4 Atogs or a couple of Cantrippers. Cantripper, yeah. It's powerful enough to be banned. Yeah, Disciple was banned. Like Disciple is banned Nana Sandwich powerful. Really is. Okay, so I'm gonna block like this. I don't want to be dead to Galvanic Blast. I'm gonna have to find something. I'm gonna have to find something to deal with this Mirror Enforcer, or it's just game. Just a 4/4 will be fine. Like there's tons of stuff in our deck. Oh, come on, man. Okay. I feel like I've drawn a lot of mana this game, huh? I feel like I've drawn just a ton of mana. Are they gonna Gal Blast us end of our turn here? I wonder. If we live one more turn, like we've got some outs. We've got some outs. If they don't have Galvanic Blast in hand, we might survive. But they probably got Galvanic Blast in hand. They could have like Temur Battle Rage in hand too. So which one is it? Temur Battle Rage, Galvanic Blast, Fling. Few cards in this deck that kill us here. Galvanic Blast. All right. Sweet. Yeah. Loving that top of my deck, Kappa Santa Claus. Thanks for the gift. Okay. Let's update that old record. Thanks, Kappa Santa Claus. Okay, so Standard Bearer doesn't do anything here. Journey to Nowhere is probably all right. For all the big dudes. Yeah, a lot of moving parts. Not a big fan of moving parts myself. So Hydroblasts are gonna come in. I'm gonna line up the stuff that I want to come in. So I want Hydroblasts. I want Gorilla Shamans. And I want this Journey to Nowhere. So if we're going to be the more control and less combo version, yeah, Hydra for sure. I might, like, if I have room. So this looks like we're turning into the more controlling version. So I think I'm going to take out some of our more aggressive stuff. Like I might take out, oh God, cutting from this deck. So I think I can, I'm going to shave a Thoughtcast. I feel like Temur Battle Rage is one of the things that makes this deck so good. But I also, if I can 2-for-1 them on other fronts, I don't feel like that's how I'll have to win. Like, we almost stabilized there, so that almost happened. My God, fitting 5 cards into this deck seems really hard. Frogmites just get eaten. So what are we taking out? Let's like really analyze what we're taking out here. So we have a Tamer Battle Rage and a Thoughtcast out. So we're already a little less reliant on having a critical number of artifacts on the battlefield. We still want to get our Mirror Enforcers on time, so we shouldn't cut too much. Maybe like one ATOG because we're sort of down on the combo. Maybe the Ichor Wellspring because we're down on ATOG now. And I kind of feel like it's Frogmite. I feel like Frogmite might be the last cut. We need all of our mana fixing. Yeah, I think Frogmite just is the last cut. I think it's the weakest thing in this deck against them. But we still do want kind of a critical number of artifacts. But yeah, I think I'm going to cut Frogmite. I don't think Frogmite's doing a lot here. Okay, let's see how that goes. The master Affinity sideboarder. Not okay. I actually haven't, full disclosure, I haven't ever played this deck, so I don't know how to sideboard with it. Don't take my sideboard advice, but I'm taking Quick Flumpty's Jam Break. I've never met this Quick Flumpty, but I'm assuming he's kind of a nice guy. Enjoy your jam. All right, so the whole screen is in the picture here now, so I think that's reason enough to go ahead and say we'll play first. I will keep this hand. Got a Darksteel Citadel. Yeah. Cool. Song about a horror game. Why don't we just play our own meme monkey? We do have a meme monkey. Okay, Darksteel Citadel, Flayer Husk. Go ahead. Yeah, what game are you talking about, Kirk? Or I guess you were oh, sorry guys. New thing I'm trying with the whole preview card. Not always super smooth. Okay, there goes our living weapon. We're gonna pass. Is it about necromorphs? Here comes their Flayer Husk. Okay. Ooh. Oh, colored mana, come on. Colored mana be with me. Okay, so if we play this, and then pay 1 for Frogmite, that'll give us 4 artifacts, which will let us Thoughtcast this turn. And then we're going to refill a little bit. There's our red mana. So we're going to get Gorilla Shaman down next turn, and all they have is Great Furnace. Let's see if they want to trade their Germ with our Germ. Damn, time to go to the gym. Have a good workout. We're in this. We're so in this. Enjoy your workout, Umberlurks. Thanks for popping in. If we only had a red. If we only had a red. They don't want to trade their Germ token. That's okay. I understand. We in it indeed, though. We are in it. Mox Monkey gonna eat both of these lands. Both of them. Both of them next turn. I don't even know. Part of me kind of wants to wait one more turn though. Like if they have this Germ token up for their nope, they don't. Okay, so I have a pretty compelling reason to cast Gorilla Shaman next turn. Because we can even get off another Thoughtcast and blow up. Well, I think you wasteland them for sure. Yeah, I'm going to wasteland them twice with Gorilla Shaman and hope it doesn't die. Yeah, so I think that's just what I'm going to do this turn. We have ATOG Fling too. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. So ATOG Fling is 11 right now. So part of me even just wants to run out ATOG. Because they don't do anything again with their next turn. But let's ensure that they don't do anything again with their next turn. So let's play out the old Grill Sham. Guys, we're just going to draw Gorilla Shaman first, both times, and it'll be fine. And we will blow up their lands, straight away and then we'll start attacking their colored mana after that. We'll get in for 3, ATOG Fling looking pretty close to lethal, 2 Thoughtcasts to refill in hand. I feel like our control idea. It's also like having your cake and eating it too, because I cut out some of the oh, Lynx, contain yourself. Contain yourself. It's just a Mox Monkey. That they have red mana to kill if they want, which they probably will. But now we have like more or less lethal Atog Fling on board. And they won't get to cast many more spells. Yeah, they don't even, I don't think they get to cast anything. One Tree of Tails. Down goes Mox Monkey. Well, this is just Atog Thoughtcast, I think. Let's Thoughtcast first. Because that might change our mind. It's a very good feeling. I know. I know it's a very good feeling. I know, it's hard sometimes. It's hard sometimes. It did feel really good. Because like Springleaf Drum, I guess, lets us cast Carapace Forger. There's a Springleaf Drum. I think we play Atog. Like their resources are, well, let's not play it just yet. Let's see if they want to use any removal on our stuff. And then we'll cast Atog. Get in with the Germ and the Frog. Doesn't look like they want to remove anything. Carapace Forger feels like a more tempting, and then we can Atog Fling in the same turn. I actually think I'm going to Carapace Forger here, because that'll give us enough mana to Atog Fling in the same turn next turn. Barring any kind of like crazy Mox Monkeys of their own. And we can't play Carapace Forger now. Geez, that's awkward, huh, gang? But Springleaf Drum does still give us enough mana to Atog Fling in the same turn next turn, which is lethal. I think 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 13. So long as they don't have the Counterspell or Mox Monkey here, I guess, we have lethal Atog Fling next turn. In a couple ways. I guess, yeah, we'll have mana to at least cast the Atog. You have returned! Love that song. You love that song? Which song? The song you were talking about the necromorphs? Opponent gonna do some springing. Springing the leaf. Here comes their own Atog. Is this your Tog? We're gonna Ancient Grudge our Springleaf Drum. Okay. Sure. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14? Well, I guess we're a little screwed on mana, but not terribly worried about that. We're going to blow up our blue source. All right, okay. I get the idea. I get the big idea. You don't want us to have colored mana. There's another red mana. So let's Atog. Because it is what we're doing. So they're going to have that removal spell for Atog now, or we just win. I'm not going to play this out, because there is ways that we'll need this in our Darksteel Citadel to win next turn. So, yeah. So we're going to run out Atog. Hopefully we can do enough smart playing to maneuver around our opponent's Galvanic Blasts and stuff. And then we will eventually win the game next turn. Let's just pass. Holding the Great Furnace, just in case they have their own Mox Monkey to pull up our lands. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. So yeah, they're still dead to Fling next turn. I don't know how they get away from that. Like they might have Dispel, which is pretty bad, because we'll sack our whole board. But I guess we can just threaten lethal with it too. We draw a Tree of Tails. So we attack with both. They block and block. They take 1 down to 9. We sack 2, 4, 6. 7. So we'll have to play with this other Great Furnace. We're going to have to sack a bunch of our stuff. But if they don't have exactly Dispel or Hydroblast here, we just win, which is pretty good. And we can just pump Atog to lethal anyway. So if they don't block it, we win. And if they have a counter for... Yeah, so they'll have to block Atog with probably the Germ. They'll block Carapace Forger here. Or maybe they'll take 2. Not really sure. But it does mean we have to play out some mana. So let's play out some mana. Go to combat. Go to attacks. Attack with everything. I'm assuming our opponent knows how to navigate this better than we do. They're going to block with Carapace Forger, which signals to me that they don't have the removal spell. So let's just sack enough to keep Atog alive here. So that's Flayer Husk. So, okay, so I'm going to tap the Great Furnace, sack a Great Furnace, sack the Flayer Husk, and do you have any responses? Doesn't look like they do. Ugh. I feel like I just have to go for it. What could they have? Or, well, like, do I have to go for it though? Ah, whatever. You don't play Affinity to not go for it, right? Let's sack everything but our mana, just in case that's relevant. Fling, target them, sack the Atog, and we got it. Sweet. Okay. A little lucky, drew our Atog first, or drew our Mox Monkey first there, so that could be highly attributable to that win. But let's see if that, I think that sideboarding went kind of how I wanted it to. I don't think we really needed Fling to win there, and that's kind of what I want to be going for, I guess. But I also don't know if, I don't know this matchup at all. Just straight up don't know this deck. Yeah. But I still think I sideboarded correctly. Mine were super loose greedy plays? Oh no. That last one was really greedy. I'll admit. I still had enough. So if they could blank me there, they were down to 2 cards in hand and I could still cast a Carapace Forger next turn. So I don't know. We got Mox Monkey again. But we don't have like anything else going on. Anything else. I guess we have like 1 Hydroblast. Which is, well... I don't know if you're being sarcastic. They did only have one mana and 1 mana untapped for a Hydroblast. This isn't trivial for me, but we don't have any other ways to make mana. Like we don't have Springleaf Drums and Frogmites and stuff, but man, like this would just win us the game. I guess this with no other lands doesn't win us the game though. I love this hand though. I love it, but I think I have to send it away. I just don't know that it does enough. They're keeping their 7. I guess Hydroblast deals with their Mox Monkey. It might buy us a turn or 2, but can't cast any of this stuff until we draw more lands, so we're dead without lands. Wow, this hand's way worse. Close to the same hand. Close to the same hand. Needs its lands on its opener. Yeah, I figured, right? Okay, we're gonna have to mulligan again. We're on the draw and we have a Scry. Yeah, I guess so. Bad luck. Okay, let's try one more time. Money! Flayer Husk on top. Okay, go ahead, opponent. This is an okay 5, but they're on 7 and it's a mirror match. I can't imagine that's good news for us, right? I cannot imagine this being the best of news, but whatever. It happens. It indeed happens. Flayer Husk on top of our library. Oh, whoa, sorry guys, you get a little flash of the George there. Wow, that was awkward. Everybody okay? Everybody survive that? It's okay, he likes it. He likes it when you stare. Opponent's having a good think on their main phase. They can afford it because we're on 9 minutes, 15 seconds here. And what are you going to have? What are you going to have? Going to give us a minute? Give us a couple seconds here. You can. You may think. You may think away. Yeah, this is a tough deck to play too. There's a lot of those like clinch decisions. I wonder if there's any correlation between the decks that are, they're like risky and they perform well, but you also have to play super well to do well with them. I get like, because the only tier 1 deck I brought out and done just immediately well with so far was whatchamacallit, Blue Red Delver. Is it Delver? But I've played Is It before. I wouldn't call that deck like an autoplay deck either. And I got a little lucky, but I just don't know. I wonder if you can afford to be risky with these decks because the best players gain a lot through skill, you know? They have those like crazy moments like LSV when he's just super far behind in a game of limited and he ends up like, you know, like infinitely looping the bottom card of his library until his opponent decks or something like that. Like maybe the Affinity and Mono Blue Delver players of the world are just like ultra good. Or maybe I'm just ultra bad. Either or. I'll take it. I'll take it. Wonder what our opponent's up to, though. Wonder what our opponent is up to. It's funny, like the closest games I've come to time in were games against Affinity. They have a turn 1 Flare Husk too. Okay. So it's our turn. There's the Flare Husk we topped. Let's Husk. Birdman, thank you so much for the host, man. Thank you so much for the host, Birdman. You're the bomb. You're the bird bomb. Opponent's on 2 lands. Oh my god, I really hope I can get this Gorilla Shaman down. I almost feel like I should play it next. No, never mind. There's the red mana. I can counter the Galvanic Blast with this if we ever draw colored mana, but like we don't have a ton of resources right now. Okay, if we draw a land, I might just run out Gorilla Shaman right now. There might be enough reason. Harvey Birdman. That's Birdman. Birdman plays a lot of Tron, and while I'm not a big fan of Tron, I am a pretty big fan of Birdman. Ugh. They got a pretty friggin' good opener. We got a pretty friggin' bad opener. Oh man. I think we're just like mostly dead. I think the best thing I can do here is run a Gorilla Shaman and hope they don't have removal for it. But that's like super unlikely for one, because they probably have Hydro Blast now and they probably have Galvanic Blast in hand or something. Like I don't feel like this Gorilla Shaman's going to accomplish anything. But if we draw a land next turn and they don't have removal, which I think is the ideal kind of situation you have to play to with a hand like this, then Gorilla Shaman's gonna be a money boy, gonna be a money guy. So I'm gonna run a Gorilla Shaman. I think it's all that we can do. Like we start having things to do in just a second, but at this very moment, we currently don't have anything to do. So hope they don't have Galvanic Blast or Hydro Blast. 2 really great cards against us that were probably in their sideboard and now in their deck. But we're on 1 land, right? Like they're I don't know, man. I don't think there's tons of ways that we wiggle out of this without being able to wasteland them a couple times. They're having a good think about the Mox Monkey this time. It didn't completely wreck them last game, and we have to draw land for it probably to even be good. Or yeah, for it to even be fine, like worth it, like even worth risking it. But if we don't draw land and we don't have Mox Monkey out next turn, then this board is just a shame. So let's hope they have all 4/4s, like Atog. And then we can start blowing up their lands. They're fine on colored mana. Yeah. All right, let's start crawling. Let's start crawling, chat. Rally cap time. Rally cap. Okay, Springleaf Drum. That's not Galvanic Blast, which is our relief. We're gonna take 3. I think I'll trade with their Germ Token here. We're definitely behind enough to do that. Watch, they have like Hunger of the Howl Pack or something crazy like that. Go, go, Gorilla Shaman. Oh, what was that spell? What did they just cast? Oh, God. This is like the most not mana thing in the whole world. But I guess we can just still tap Gorilla Shaman for the 1 mana to blow up a land. And we kind of have to commit it to the battlefield, get us a little bit closer to that Thought Cast, so that we can fill back up. But we gotta fade Galvanic Blast pretty friggin' hard here for like, I don't know, like infinity turns. Okay, let's do this, and I guess it doesn't really matter. which one we blow up. I guess we'll just blow up their Caesar Sidon so that they have to use some extra resources to mess with the Mox Monkey. We can get their other 2 lands if they don't have a removal spell here, which is like not awesome or ideal. But I know. It is one of those things, Nick. It's like you really have to do some research and get out ahead of it. You're totally right. Okay, all right. Okay, so we can get 2 mana to blow up the rest of their lands. And that'll leave us with 1 mana, and we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4 artifacts. Okay, so let's play this. I'm going to Thoughtcast first. So let's Thoughtcast and draw a couple cards. I don't think it's going to change our mind, but it could. It doesn't. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we're just going to have to waste these trees. Joe. Hello, Joe. Just here for you, Jeffy. Thanks, man. I really appreciate that. I'm stoked to have you around the stream too. It's a good little chance for us to catch up when we can. It's awesome to hear from you, Nick. Oh, sorry about that. Come in, we are closed. Here you go. I got you. There's another Frogmite. Hopefully we can 1, 2, 3, 4. We don't have a lot of Gorilla Shamaning to do, so maybe we will tap a bunch of mana and get this Mirror Enforcer out next turn. They're gonna get in for 3. So we gotta, ooh, Journey's interesting. So we play Springleaf Drum, then we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we'll still have 2 mana to cast the Mirror Enforcer. Play Drum first, though. Yeah, I think so. I think we'll play Drum, and we've got a blocker now. We're lining ourselves up to have a bunch of mana. We can start dealing with this stuff. And we might just pull out of this team. Don't count your chickens and all that stuff, but yeah. So, oh, we got Hydroblast up. That's cool. Oh, nice. Yeah. 2 sick RPGs. 2 RPGs I never finished, but sick RPGs nonetheless. Yeah. Save Enforcer from the blast. And then we could be stabilizing at 6 minutes 14 on clock. It's good to have you back too, Helutech. Thank you very much. Your luck did wonders for me. And they're going to cast a Prophetic Prism, draw another card. And I'm getting to the point where I might Journey this Frogmite, but maybe I should Journey something a bit bigger. Like we're going to get Gear Seeker Serpent out next turn. They won't be able to attack around us. I'll be able to Gorilla Shaman there. Yeah, so Springleaf Drum, add blue mana, tap the Mirror Enforcer, click Gorilla Shaman, blow up the land. Turn comes back through. We draw Carapace Forger. It's okay. Hi, Joe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 6 artifacts. This is now 2 blue. That means we can play out this Prophetic Prism, get another draw. Could be a land. Still got some mana. Ah, that's it. Oh, and there's another Mox Monkey. That feels pretty good. So I think we're going to attack with Mirror Enforcer here. And then, no, we can't, because then we can't cast Gear Seeker Serpent. So let's do some not attacking. And tap real low. Tap low like this. To Gear Seeker the Serpent. And pass the turn. Getting up there on mana now. See what opponent's going to sneak past us. You're kind of always just dead to Atog Fling some days, and... Oh, maybe I shouldn't have been so greedy. Don't have it. Okay, they don't have it. Cool. All right, so now we can just leave up our Hydroblast indefinitely. Maybe we will... Let's try to Journey to Nowhere this Atog. Tap another land, Journey to Nowhere the Atog. And then we can swing with both of these. So let's try to do this. I guess they can sack all their stuff and try to save it. We can leave our Hydroblast up now. Okay, we have to play a little bit faster. Let's attack with this. Oh yeah, no, it's all good. It's all good. Glad to see you here, Helutech, seriously. And I'm just gonna pass here. I'm gonna leave up the Hydroblast. Just in case they have something that can really screw with us here in their top couple cards of their library. And they're just gonna pass, that's good. Okay, so let's just go straight to combat. I'm just dead to like Atog Fling though, right? Oh my god, with Springleaf, you're totally right. And I should have Stone Rained his only land. Yeah, that's true too. Okay, all right. 1-800 tight plays, guys. We're doing it. Pay 1. There's still no sub button on my profile? That is pretty weird. We can almost Gal Blast them for lethal here, which is sweet. And I think I am going to just go ahead and Stone Rain this island while I have the chance. Okay. They pass. Thank you for pointing that stuff out, guys. I'm always like, oh, I had the line of play, but I usually don't. We did it! We won the mirror, guys. Yes! Yes! Okay, awesome. Awesome.